Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to discuss the 53 billion war package disguised as aid to the Ukraine. 40 billion from the American government and 13 billion from the European Union. In all, it's 53 billion dollars going to the Ukraine to fight war. Just crazy. One US politician said it's cheaper to fight the enemy in Ukraine by funding the Ukrainian army. So what he's basically saying is America is at war with Russia. So it's a proxy war is going on. Fund Ukraine on the behalf of America, the US. That's how these people do business. And for the US and NATO, it's always never-ending war. It's always about war. War is money, big money. But how many people in America know about Ukraine? How much? A lot of people in the Americans probably don't even know where Ukraine is located. And that's a fact. When it comes to geography and history, the Americans is way behind. And this guy Rand Paul, for a couple of weeks now, he was blocking the aid. But it is just a bluff. He was pretending that he want accountability and he want oversight over the money. But that's just to give the illusion that there's an opposition and everybody didn't agree to this money. But if you knew or know Rand Paul is a fraud. If you can remember when Trump was campaigning to be the Republican Party leader, he was against Trump. He called Trump all kind of names and stuff. I don't like Trump. But this is how it's worked. As soon as Trump get elected as leader for the Republican Party, for the presidency, Rand Paul jump on board. He jump on board. Just like a little puppy. He jump on board. Wherever the wind blows, he blows. You can find him. If it coming from the south, he can speak out his mouth coming from the south like a southern. If it come from the north, he can speak like a northern. And he was so bad. He's just so awful. He's so bad. When Trump get nominated, he even went and campaigned for Trump as well. Do ads and stuff for Trump. So it's just all about business there. These people don't have no moral integrity. None whatsoever. None. It's just all political theater that's going on. It look like, but when push comes to shove, all these people is fall in line when it comes to war. Or giving money to big corporations. There's never money for the poor. Just imagine how much money that money can have done to the poor people, both in America, Europe, and Ukraine. All of that money. Just imagine how many people that can help. But it's not about helping people. The military industrial complex can always get the money, and the people can get zero, as always. But if you understand, that money is not going direct to the Ukrainian government to be spent where they fit or best think it should be spent. The money, 23 billion already is being withdrawn for the Americans' biggest weapon manufacturers. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing. All of these people can get their cut before anything get to the Ukrainian and their government and the people. So it's not that money is not going direct to these people. If any money goes to the Ukraine people to help them do anything, will be a miracle. This money is just given to the Ukraine so the Ukraine can fight the American war and try to destabilize Russia economy, keep them in war 24/7, never ending war, so American can have financial gains, and Europe as well. Europe is a puppet. The US government and these people have bought the American government. So Europe is just a puppet. If you know anything about war, you would understand that the Ukrainians is going to be on the hook. The taxpayers, they're going to be on the hook for decades to come. Because if you know anything, England, when they asked the American government to help them in World War II, it took them 75 years to repay the debt. That debt doesn't go away. The bankers, the special interests, the weapon manufacturers, everybody get their money. Even if they put more taxes and raise taxes on everything, gasoline, electricity, road tax, everything, the people is going to pay. So the Ukrainian people isn't getting this money because the American government loved them and European governments loved them. When it comes to repairing, like rebuilding Ukraine, again, there's going to be no money for that. Just money for death and destruction. When it comes to rebuilding, the Ukrainian people again is going to be on the hook, because they can go to find the World Bank or the IMF or the banking sector to go and get loans to rebuild. And all that money is going to come with interest. And if you got to go to the IMF or the World Bank, there can be strings attached where these people is going to carve up the Ukraine or what left of it. They can carve it up for special interest groups. These people is going to get this money. Everybody get their money, but the people of the Ukraine get zero. So it doesn't benefit no person in the whole world to go to war. And these people that's calling for this war, these media pundits and news anchors, these people have no family or family members on the front line, and that is why they do it, because they don't have no skin in the game. And these people are frauds, so don't buy into these people. They always can give you a very good excuse why they're sitting down on these nice comfortable sofas and armchairs and telling you and asking you and your kids to go to war. So don't buy into it. And if any person know, Ukraine is the most corrupt country in the world, in Europe. The most corrupt country in Europe. There's a big black market for weapons in Ukraine. They are one of the biggest black markets exporters of weapons. So this money to go and buy weapons is going to end up back into Europe and all around the world to cause death and destruction. The Malaysian Airlines, remember it was 2014, get shot down over Ukraine, and nobody up to now know who did it. Just keep that in mind. All these weapons can end up after maybe causing harm to you or your family member if you will want war in Ukraine. And again, Europe is just a puppet now for the US government. These people have been bought. The politicians there have been bought and paid for. And the European Union is not an elected institution. Nobody elect these people. And these people wage a lot of power. so they can do what they are paid to do, and that's to vote for war or to give big special interest money, like they did with Pfizer, the vaccine company. They signed a contract with Pfizer without releasing the details about what strings attached or whatever, nothing. And what little that was said in the contract and the details was blocked out, reacted. So they don't want nobody to know what's going on, because the European Union is corrupt as well. So don't let nobody fool you. And war doesn't benefit no person. It's only going to benefit the special interest groups, the industrial war complex, the banking sector, etc., etc., etc. Anyhow, it's going to be never-ending war, as you can see, because nobody that's in power is actually saying anything to stop it. And the people of Ukraine is going to suffer for decades to come. Anyhow, take care. Thanks for watching. I want you to like, subscribe, and share, so my videos can go to as much people as possible, because videos like this that I'm doing is going to be suppressed by YouTube and Facebook. Even now, today, Facebook have been censoring me. I've been a naughty boy, posting things. I'm commenting about my little island in Barbados, the CBC, about what the journalists should be doing and stuff, and I'm being censored. I can't even comment. It's really bad what's going on. So I want you people to, stay awake and understand that life out here is going to be much more difficult. And if you're not informed and you lack the knowledge, you can end up supporting your enemies. The people that are suppressing you, you're going to be supporting. So you need to stay awake and stay on top of your news. And what's coming out of America is going to affect every person around the world, one way or another. So don't forget to stay on top of your local news as well, because your politicians, you got to keep an eye on them, because the media doesn't keep an eye on them. The media is supposed to be the fourth estate to hold the political elites in check, but that has disappeared now for decades. So we as independent media ain't got to toe the line and get together and try to do it. Anyhow, take care again. I'm gonna sign off because I'm going on for a little too long now. And like, share, and subscribe. And we try to get the word out to as much people as possible, because we gonna need it. We gonna need to get together as one and work as a community and forget about these politicians and big government. They doesn't represent us. They don't represent the love of the people and all the nations that they represent. They represent special interest groups. So take care and bye for now. Stay safe.